ちは。
Welcome to the Shinobi Unfolding.
In 3, 2, 1. Konnichiwa, mi gente. Welcome to another episode of the Shinobi Unfolding. I'm your boy, Jay Aguila.
Your boy, Montey.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, OK.
It's David bringing the passion and the knowledge.
Hey, look at that right there.
That man got his own intro, you see?
Yo, the man is slowly promoting, like little by little. You know what I'm saying? It's little by little. David, once again, back with us, man. He is our sixth man of the year for sure. And you guys know what we're here for, man. We're here to talk about something that God himself had blessed all the nerds around the world. We're here to talk about anime. And with anime, you know what they say, with big power comes with big responsibility. And this is our duty as podcast hosts, you know what I'm saying, people who are knowledgeable and passionate of the art of the Japanese artwork. Is our duty to provide you with great content, not only in the video stuff that you can find on Tuesdays at around 10:15 Eastern time on YouTube, but also with the audio stuff that you could easily find us on all social podcasts. Just Google it. You bing it, we're like the top 5. You know what I'm saying? The Shinobi, and you'll find us easily. Like, it's one of the best feeling I have so far in 2020. Like, I go to YouTube, I type in the word The Shinobi, I'd be like, there we are. It feel good. But anywho, guys, how you guys feeling today? How's everybody going?
Not too bad, not too bad.
I'm good, man. Just chilling the usual, taking it easy.
Life is good, especially by 2020 standards.
Hey, respect with that right there. So, we're here to continue with our exploration, discovery, understanding what 2020, 2021 is going to be providing us. As you can see, a lot of those shows are still continuous. You know, the Boruto, the Black Clover, the Fire Force, One Piece. You know what I'm saying, coming back. But we're definitely going to be talking about a little bit more of the shows that we mentioned earlier of the end of last week's episode. And if you didn't hear that episode, stop what you're doing, because we're about to spoil some shit. You know what I'm saying? If you did not watch any of the show that we mentioned last week, I'm sorry. Fair warning. Here we go. All right.
Prerequisite.
There you go, David. Let them know. Now, here it is, guys. What is your thought? I'm going with this show right now because I just finished watching it.
I know it's coming.
Burn the Witch. Burn the Witch. It. Before I throw my insight, like, someone just jump in and just throw in your 2 cents, just real quick before I throw in mine.
All right. Well, first and foremost, I just kind of want to lay down the background, the groundwork. We talked about this in the chat, but I remember JL was saying last week that it was actually something different from the manga, but actually the 3-episode movie is actually an adaptation. Like, it's pretty much panel by panel of the 4 chapters that got released in the manga. But there was actually a one-shot, and I'm sure you guys know how manga typically works. Usually an author gets a one-shot, they see how the ratings do, and then if it does well enough, they get the green light to go ahead with a weekly serialization. But this one shot was actually different. I guess since it was like, you know, the author of Bleach, they were like, yeah, you're probably going to get it anyways. But the one shot is actually different from the 4 chapters that got released. So there's a little background, kind of like how I said last week with Noblesse, there was like an OVA prologue that kind of gave you a little background information. The one shot gives you a little background. And then you got the 4 chapters that are what was in the manga. And then the second upcoming, however many chapters is going to be, has been greenlit to go. And then they don't know if that's going to have an anime or not yet.
Oh, that's some interesting information right there. So
that's the background on the whole ongoings of Burn the Witch.
So with the current presentation that they provided us with these 3 episodes, your thoughts is what?
There is more to come. This is a laying of the foundation. So anybody who watches it and thinks it's like a standalone, they're like, oh, that's it. They introduced all these plot elements and characters. Like, the Sabers, they had that round table meeting. And you're like, oh, they introduced all these guys, and then only one of them shows up at the end. Like, what was the point of introducing them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the manga that's been greenlit for a second season is gonna introduce more of these elements and stuff that's been touched on, but got completely, we're left undeveloped in these 3 movies, or 3 episodes for 1 movie, I guess you would say.
All right, good.
My question is there enough source material to greenlight in another season, like a full season?
Well, I mean,
I think I read something about that.
I think based on the way it was, like, I think the chapters were longer than your usual, like, shonen, like, 18-page chapters. So even though it was 4 chapters, it was enough to make a 60-minute movie. So I'm assuming the next season, I heard, like, the reason why he's doing it season by season is because he's already earned enough credit, in the animation community with Bleach. And he doesn't want to, like, overwork himself. So he's just like, yeah, I'll do a few chapters at a time, take it easy. So, I mean, I'm sure, like, next go, it's probably going to be the same thing, like 4 to 6 chapters, enough for a movie. And then they'll probably do another movie if it's popular enough. And it'll probably, I would assume, go on a pace like that.
Well, as the artwork itself,
if it's popular enough, because I mean, we know what happened with Bleach. Like, the last arc didn't get an animation until now, like 5 years later. So
yes, but one comment shout out to Scott. He said is that this is something that we might be seeing in the new upcoming season of Bleach. You know what I'm saying? And may I say, the future is bright. Because I have no complaint whatsoever with the art style, the detail of it. It was just beautiful. From even the single person talking on the phone when they were like being in the blockage. You know what I'm saying? It was just well detailed. I really enjoyed every single moment of the animation. I'm not sure how much money that was, but I'm hoping they could get more. Because
it was amazing. No lie, it was fire.
As long as they don't pull that Black Clover type of bullshit, you know what I'm saying, in the water.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I asked for.
That's where that season by season approach would be to their benefit, because if they're not doing a week by week thing, they're not. Their budget isn't getting, yanked from week after week. It's just going to be whenever he releases 4 or 5 chapters every 5 or 6 months. Like, they're going to have that budget allocated. It's just going to be for an hour. So they just have to put the resources towards an hour production. So I'm assuming there's not going to be a drop off in quality just because it's only for 60 minutes worth of animation.
Oh, and Kay, throw in your thoughts, man. What you like so far about Burn the Witch besides our mutual
I've only
respect
watched
for the art?
1 episode only so far. Haven't got the chance to watch the other 2, but just like you said, the animation's on point. Beautiful. Love it. So far it's cool, no complaints. I have not watched Bleach though, so I hope it doesn't, I don't need to know anything, but I don't think so, from what I read online. But other than that, so far so good. I like it, but the artwork, it's amazing. That's it's literally keeping me there. The story, I'm sure it's going to get cool, whatever, but the artwork is amazing.
I'm not going to mention anything because I would like for you to enjoy the moment, but with the last scene that I saw from episode 3, it just like brought up so many questions. I was like, I need to know why. You know what I'm saying? That's what it left me with the why. Like, I need to know why this. And once Roland is up to par with it, we'll definitely talk about it in our private group chat. But in the near future, in the Shinobi Unfolding, but it's just like. It definitely like builds up, dude. It like the 3 episodes, I have no complaints. No complaints.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, the first one was good. Like I said, I want to watch the other 2. I just haven't got around to it yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't think you'll have to worry about not having watched Bleach, because I think pretty much it's already been established. Like Bleach is like the West Japanese branch, and this is like the European Eastern branch. So that's pretty much the extent of the interaction. Like, this is like the East Branch of Soul Society, and but it's not even like dealing with souls or anything. So I think just the main thing is just like it's in the same universe timeline, and that's just the extent of the interaction between the two.
I mean, there's no soul, but there's dragons, though.
Yeah,
that's the fun part. There's dragons. Monty, man, what you feeling about Burn the Witch?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I fell asleep watching the first episode.
Damn, I understand.
But that's because I was tired. Right?
No,
I have been a little under the weather. So
I understand, dude. I mean, like, I feel like you definitely will enjoy it once you like give it another run for it. Once you're like 100%, and hopefully you'll be like, yo, this is the shit. Because I think it's the shit right now. Favorable so far, starting this fall. Another anime that came out, and Juan did the professor did a great job with his review, is the Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai. I'm just gonna say real quick, it's for kids. Honestly,
exactly.
It's for kids.
Exactly.
It's a Saturday morning cartoon vibe.
Yeah.
That's the best part. It comes out on Saturday in Japan.
It's like if you love the games, if you loved it, when you were younger, then this is something for you because you'll enjoy it. But like, nah, it's
like I forget if it was like Dragon Quest 7 or 8, but like I recognize like all the monsters and stuff that are coming from playing the game. So it's kind of more like I enjoy it just because nostalgia. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that dude or that boss guy. Like,
so all the monsters were boss levels, and they're easily being controlled.
They were like your typical like random encounter enemies so far.
Because
like that, I don't know if you watched the second episode, but the killing machine is it's like this robot thing. It was in the second episode, and that was a common encounter like in the game for like random environment encounters.
Like, I have it noted here that I'm just gonna wait until the whole season is completed just to like bang it out personally, because like with that first one I was like, damn, like they got me with this kid stuff again. Now if this would have came out back in like early 2000, you know what I'm saying, on Fox Kids, W Kids, you know what I'm saying, Toonami, cool, I would have been all about it. But me being a grown-ass man is like, like I can't do it. Go ahead, Monty.
I was gonna say, how Senpai Scott was always talking about like 13 episodes is like a one-night stand. Anything more, it's like a girlfriend. Then there's like a marriage or commitments.
Yep.
That your plans for this just sounded like a grudge fuck. Like you're like, I'm just gonna wait till it's done. Just gonna fucking get it over with.
Seriously,
it's definitely one that you'd be like, damn, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I had too much to drink that night. It's like, damn. But Juan probably is gonna hear this and be like, fuck you guys, and we'll be like, dude.
Well, it's nostalgia for him. It's definitely nostalgia.
Yeah, it is.
And I think that's the appeal of reviving this. What, like 20 years later?
I believe so. Yes, it came out.
Yep, it was a 90s anime.
It was like, it was really hard to relive, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, those who enjoying it, cool, comment down below, let us know why you like Dragon Quest. Those who do not, be like me, wait until the whole season is done, and then you be like, maybe I can watch this with my nephew. Yep.
Or be like me and don't watch it at all. That's all.
Yeah, my boy's on fire. Yeah.
Pick one of the three.
I gotta say, man, no stranger to seasonal anime, but I have not watched as much seasonal anime in my life until doing this with you guys.
Word.
I was just like, gee, yeah.
You start to see how much anime is out there. You're like, shit.
I know nothing until I pass the test. Oh my gosh. So, all right, Dragon Quest, I guess we all somewhat in the same boat, so kind of respect that. Dragon Quest, like I said, is air on Saturday in Japan. Most likely it's going to be air on CrunchyRoll on Sunday for you people. The one that really got
That'd
me...
be Friday, 7:30 p.m.
Word? Okay, maybe.
Yeah. We're no. You know what? Because they're ahead of us, so their Saturday morning would be our Friday night.
Mommy and Monty. There you go. Boom.
Time zone, time travel.
You see?
Yeah, I've been to the
Get
Back
you
to the
a
Future
Monty,
too many
guys.
times, man.
You need a Monty in your life. My favorite one, I want to hold it a little bit towards the end, but I stand on a million live. I'm not sure anybody gave that a chance.
I had.
Yeah, I'm rocking with it.
OMK, you surprised me on this one. All right, boy.
Yeah.
What you got?
So I gave it a go because the trailer just intrigued me. You know, this little weak dude, as usual. The protagonist is always this weakling, but for some reason, he just, doesn't get killed. So I watched the first 2 episodes. Pretty good so far. It's the typical, you're locked in a game anime. So
and I'm not gonna BS.
And I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, no matter how many of those we see, we still, no matter what, we still give another one a chance.
We do.
Right? We're like, we're gonna give that one a chance though, and I like it so far, so good. It's starting real slow though. I haven't read anything on it. I don't know, any spoilers or anything, but so far so good. It's really slow though, but I mean, I'm rocking with it.
All right.
Yeah, I like that the character is not OP at all.
Fact.
And he literally just gets the short end of the stick every fucking time.
Oh my.
Yeah. Every time.
He was
and then he finally gets the respin and he's a fucking chef.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, it's some bullshit. Like the warrior class slot will be like this fucking thing. And he always lands. Always lands on those teeny tiny ones.
I was mostly impressed, like what Roland said. Main character is not OP, right? I do like the mystery of you get to ask one question after each quest.
That's pretty cool.
It was really intriguing. At first I was going to give up on it on the first episode, but once I saw the homegirl got her head bit off, I was like, all right, you got my attention now.
Yeah, I know that CGI was kind of hard, man. It was kind of hard to watch.
I was like, okay, you bit her head. What's going to happen to her? And it turns out she cannot be revived until she's fully in,
beat the quest.
Exposed or out of the monster's stomach, which it was made sense to me. So second episode was a little bit hard, but I'm gonna give the Shinobi 3 episode rules and maybe 5 depending on how it goes, because Fire Force was pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? It was not that enjoyable at first, but it picked up. So
took a whole 12.
Yo, we all need to catch up on C.
Hey,
I know it did
Fire
take
Force
a minute.
is bananas.
All right.
It is bananas right now.
Are you caught up right now, David?
I am caught up.
All right.
Episode 15.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Oh.
I know that
15. What? All right. Maybe I'm behind. I thought it was only
Well,
13,
because Jay asked about the dub is up to episode 8 or 9.
Yep.
But the sub version is
15.
Up to 15.
On CrunchyRoll.
All right. I missed one. My bad, guys.
You missed one?
Shit. I can't talk nothing.
You could talk.
Yeah.
For me, it's I did my best to catch up on Fire Force, because I know this is a anime that was popping last year. It definitely built up after 12 episodes. It got our attention. Season 2, I was like, okay, cool. You started big, but then it's there was no dubs. You know what I'm saying? And that's the one anime that I really enjoy in dubs, because it's I could have it in background and still be able to enjoy it with my imagination without physically seeing it, if that makes sense,
I definitely enjoy dub as well. And I'm waiting as soon as season 2 drops all dub, that's when I'm probably going to get into it.
Oh yeah, for those shows that you're definitely casual about, dubs are the way to go.
Facts.
And David, please shine in if you want, but with Haikyuu too, I'm putting myself on the roadblock. I'm hiding it. I don't want to see it, but bro, is it delivering it how it is with the manga? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I think you're up to date with the manga and everything.
Yeah, the manga finished in July, and I finished the whole kit and caboodle. It is a done deal.
And is it living up to the hype?
I think so. The only thing I've been reading, people have been complaining about the animation, but honestly, having read the manga, it's not really known for its animation, because it's a sports anime and it's especially volleyball, like it's deflections and people diving all over the place. Like there's not going to be a lot of fluidity to the animation. It's going to be very blocky and rough. But I mean, people have, I guess, been comparing it to prior season standards of animation, and they've had a couple nits to pick with the animation quality. But I mean, it looks better than what it did drawn in the manga, and it's sticking to the story. So I mean, that's fine by my all good on my account. So
all right.
I mean, people always look for something to complain about. So I think that was a very minor thing. Like I saw some screenshots, like comparing like a shot of one player from like this season and then the prior season, and it's like they're really like they're stretching for something. And
did you feel like it was a budget thing, or is just like
I don't think so.
It was just like, hey, it's 2020. We're in a pandemic. Be happy that we gave you the part 2 of top to the list. Yeah, top to the list. Yeah, I mean, maybe their staff's shorter, and so they can't do that. But I mean, even then, like, it's not as. I didn't see it and go like, woof, like what's going on here? Like, I mean, it might not be as picture perfect as the prior seasons, but it's still well animated. It's not like block stick figures or anything. So
yeah, I mean, it's not like going from One Punch Man season 1 to season 2, right?
Okay.
No. Yeah, why you always trying to? You always trying to talk shit, man.
You're gonna piss off Mike. He's gonna have to go on a soapbox again defending One Punch Man after we put him in.
No. That TED Talk was
I'm
amazing.
just saying. Yeah, I love Mike.
I had to give him that shine, to be honest with you.
He was straight up bringing it,
and I was like, I never thought of it like that before. But hey, shout out to Mike. He was definitely on our last episode. For those who are listening, check it out. Enjoy that shit.
Check it out.
All right, but Haiku, I'm glad whatever you say, David, I take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm excited for it to be done, and then for me to just like binge it. You know what I'm saying? I think I might do like a Zoom party or whatever, have food, drinks, whatever, and just like, yeah, and be like, no, and cry if we need to cry, laugh when we need to laugh. It's just, Haiku it's a roller coaster ride, guys. That's the type of anime that it is, and it's so good for a sport anime.
And I invite my nephew.
Why?
No, you know how it is watching anime with him.
So we was watching the JoJo movie, the live action one, right? And at the end, what's Queen's bomb?
Oh,
yeah, Queen's bomb shows up, right? But me and Montey doesn't know about him. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, oh shit, homeboy is being attacked by a toy. Yo, his nephew Z, God bless him, I love him, but he was so into it. He'd be like, it's Z, oh my god, it's Queen. I'm like, who's Queen? Like, break it down for me. Like, why are you doing this to me? Like so because of him, it motivated me to finish watching Diamond is Unbreakable, in which I gotta give him props, but still he ruined that moment as well. Yeah. So shout out to Z. What I was gonna say? I Stand in the 100 Live. It seems that it might be. It only had a 12 episode manga, and probably like 9 volumes. So my prediction is, I have this noted, I don't think it's gonna go far. I think it might be like a one and done season. And
think so.
I mean, there's not a lot of manga for it to like build up from. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like maybe this is just like, hey, this was something. Hope you enjoy it. The end. I don't think it's going to go too crazy.
Or it might be, hey, let me see what reaction I get. And then, to drop some more. But who knows?
All right. Fair
Never
enough.
know, man.
Well, I Stand in the 1 Million Live is posted on Japan Thursday. So I think it will be airing on Wednesday, for us. So keep your eyes on that if that's something you're interested. And now the show that I really been excited to talk to you guys about has only had 2 episodes, and I might read the manga after Solo Leveling. Yes, Scott, after Solo Leveling, because I know
it's good, man. Though it is good.
Yeah.
Well, Solo Leveling.
Are you caught up?
No.
I thought you were done. I thought you fell asleep like halfway through chapter 0 and gave up on it.
It was chapter 1. And I was like, damn, I have other stuff to do, so I couldn't finish. But I got the riot from David and Mike of why I should finish watching it within 3 chapters. But this anime that I'm about to talk about, hopefully you guys watched it too. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Very good. Very good anime.
I'm sold.
Me and JL were hyping the shit out of it last episode.
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys did.
It delivered. It delivered for you.
You haven't watched it, dog?
No, I have.
For me, it did. For me,
okay,
I had
right.
My expectation in life is so low. I just leave room for improvement. Room for surprise, and this hit it right out of the park. You know what I'm saying? I was amazed with the artwork, the storyline, even though the main character is a little bit OP, but it's okay.
I was just about to bring that up because I was about to ask you, the main character seems a little OP.
He's a little OP. You know what I'm saying? But when you bring that Kakashi motherfucker to the page, though, on episode 2, then you got my attention because he's not the main character. He's the teacher. And that is something magical. I was like, yo, don't. He said, what was his line? I'm gonna do this so I won't embarrass myself in front of my students watching me or something like that. He said some crazy line like, yo, my students watching me, so I gotta look good. Right. And he counted to 10 and whooped the dude's butt, or the dude was able to switch body with the demon. And I was like,
which makes him super powerful right off the bat. Nobody can withhold a demon like that out of nowhere. And I'm just like, all right, guy. This guy's pretty strong, man.
Okay.
It's not necessarily about power. It's like some sort of
willpower. The word power is
exactly.
there.
It's like willpower, some inherent just characteristic where he's able to just to keep that in check. It's not exactly Kamehameha, like a superpower. It's just some sort of weird his body's like this, some sort of special container that can keep
bloodline type of shit.
That demon curse energy from seeping out and going out of control.
It's still some kind of strength though, because he has to withhold how strong that demon is too inside of him. Because you've seen how when he comes out, he's pretty strong. Obviously a beast too, but not for the teacher. Apparently, this teacher's,
I'd still clean his clock.
So if he got all 20 fingers, who will win? I will win. I'm like, what?
Yeah, when he said that, I don't know. I think he was bullshitting though.
Like when you're trying to do the impression on your first date, be like, yeah, I got this. Yeah. And when it's go time, you're like, I'm not under the weather, and
But this anime is pretty good though. I'm digging the story. It's a very cool story so far. We don't usually see eating the whole, we've seen the whole eating, obtaining powers, but so the purpose of listen, you're going to die. So either way, which way do you want to go?
Facts.
And it's okay.
Big facts.
I'm going to go anyway. So let me just eat all of them, let's go find them. And so it's kind of interesting to see, okay, let's see when you get to that point, what happens? Are you really going to be you're still going to be weak enough to die? Because I don't know, bro. It looks like he gets pretty strong every time he eats another one. So
2 quick points, right? So 1, I do like how there is certain Naruto character adaptation. You know what I'm saying? The main character, I forgot what was the name of the second dude, and Kakashi, Sasuke lookalike, and there's a Kakashi right off rip, and I'm like, all right, that's. I guess that's the norm now, you know what I'm saying? Because we saw Fairy Tail in My Hero Academia in the last episode of that season, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new, but I do like certain adaptation. I do like how their design is a little bit different, so it's really good with the art style. And the second one too is my conspiracy. Okay, guys, my conspiracy is this: I don't think that was the grandfather bones that he put in the jar. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the grandfather is dead. Because it was too easy. Like the man said, like, all right, I'm just gonna be here for a second, and be like, gave him, the last will, and then he died right on the spot. Nah, I think the grandfather is someone powerful, someone big, and I'm hoping he makes a big return. But like, that is my conspiracy within that character.
Well, look,
that's interesting because he never crossed my mind again after he passed away. Like, it seemed like he was just like, it seemed like he was just joking around with them, and and he was, like, don't you want to hear like what it is I want you to do, like my last dying words? He's like, nah, and then he goes back to him, and then he's dead and not breathing anymore. And I was like, oh, well, that's a pretty shitty way to go, having your grandson pretty much give you the cold shoulder while you're trying to say something when you're passing away. But like, I didn't think like there was some sort of hidden agenda, and he's like this super like final boss that's gonna make a.
That's my conspiracy. That's my conspiracy because the way.
I mean, he has to be somewhat strong. I mean, look at this kid. Nobody knows where he came from, but all of a sudden he can hang with these other demon catchers and shit. It's like, oh, okay, buddy. Like he's just a regular dude. True.
And also, we got to remember that he beat the coach, the school's coach, on one of the putt ball. You know what I'm saying? He threw it like a baseball, and they said the shot put. No, the shot put. Thank you. And also he ran like 50 meter in 3 seconds, 0.3 second. So the kid has like special ability, and I feel like the family
bloodlines.
It has to be. It has to be something similar to like the God of High School type of relationship, but only more not too out of space, like more like dynamic type of scenario, like a high priest, or maybe I don't know. It's just like my imagination took me so many places when I saw that scene, and it look, it's something so little, but I got so much out of it. I'm like, I can't wait till the grandfather to return. Can't wait for him to tell me who he truly is, and da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he'll just eat his bones to keep the curse power, the fingers in check.
Grandpa's gonna come back. It's me, Dio.
But Jujutsu Kaisen is the anime that I think I'm going to be committed alongside with Fire Force and Black Clover.
You sound sold, bro.
It got me, man.
You sound sold as fuck right now, man.
It got me. Yo, if this
I can't wait till the character gets OP.
Now, but the one thing I will say though, because when he ate the second finger, right? I mean, he just kind of like twitched and bugged out, but he didn't like do anything to demonstrate if he had the same or more power at that point.
Ooh,
so he may not necessarily get a power up every time he ingests a new finger, because that hasn't been shown to be the case yet.
Right, you never know. Next episode, he might beat the shit out of something. Yeah.
And I want to see what more the demon or the Cursed King is going to reveal too. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to use him as a radar to find. So this is like a brain fart right here. They're using him as a radar. We seen radar on what? Dragon Ball Z. You know what I'm saying? We get these Naruto adaptations. We're seeing these
bro, it's anime. Anime, bro.
We seeing
He's like, this is the fruit rings of Fruit Loops.
Go ahead, David.
and Burn the Witch, they're using that guy as a radar.
Facts, because he attracts the dragon, which I really want to know more about that character. I think his name was Borlon or whatever he is. He is so basic, but yet he's so important. That's something I'm like, why do that work well in anime? You know what I'm saying? Why can't it just be like, hey, I am intellectual, I'm an important being, and this is my job? And not make it so mysterious for us to be like, oh my gosh, it's the Queen of England.
Because it's what we fall in love with. That's why they know what they're doing, bro.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, so all about the storytelling, bro.
Yeah, you already know.
No, the formula is there, and I'm just trying to just expand our mind just a bit more.
You always have to leave a spot open for the bullshit no jutsu where they can just pull a plot twist and say, oh, but we said this back then, so this is very possible because we said this random sentence back in episode 1.
Yes, episode 1 is big.
Yeah. That's better than plot armor, bro. All right.
I bet.
By the power of the plot, I will stop you.
This is more towards Monty and David, guys. Is it wrong to pick up a girl in Dungeon season 3? How's that going for you guys?
Explain to me this anime because it's super popular.
Yo, Mike, I wish Mike was here.
Why you guys enjoy it so much? I want to know what's so good about it.
There's a backstabber. I just want to say the part. There's a backstabber, and because there's a backstabber,
okay,
it gets really good because of that. Mike explained it such in a way that it just but go ahead, Monty.
No, man. It is wildly popular, which is pretty crazy. Like this was I think the number 1 anime, top 5 animes during the summer season in Japan last year. For season 2, which because it had been I think a 4-year hiatus before they jumped on to a second season.
Wow.
So yeah, 3 years, something like that. So it was crazy. So I don't know, man. It's kind of, it's not an isekai, but you have those the fantastical world elements. You have those RPG elements to it. Action's pretty good when there's action. The comedy's great. I don't know, man. It's got a little bit of everything for everybody. And then, there's a whole little harem thing that's going on, but not really, but sort of really. But you just got to enjoy the subreddits to see everybody's all about that.
I mean, there's a whole mystique thing. There's this tower that they're all in. And that's where you think, oh, it's just isekai, they're going dungeons, leveling up, hunting monsters or whatever. But it's the whole story behind the tower. They don't know why it's there, and there's levels they haven't touched, and they don't know why it's there in the first place. And then you have the whole, pretty much
the gods coming down.
Overarching, yeah, right. The gods coming down from the heavens, living with the humans now, giving up their deity powers. They still have their powers, but they've decided not to use them while they're on Earth or whatever. And pretty much
if they do, they get sent back up to heaven.
Right, yeah. And you have all these gods they're plotting certain things against other gods, and they're, because they all have their own guilds or whatever. So there's a whole lot of stories, and Jay really the backstabbing going on between, because certain gods from their days up in the heavens, they just don't like each other. So they're pretty much trying to fuck over that god's guild on Earth, and now the whole other thing now that's kind of going down in this season is the evolution of the monsters in the dungeon, and why it is that they're acquiring intelligence and the abilities to I think it was in the second season, but there was this one monster, one of the guys from these kind of guilds that are in the shadows, he gave this sword to one of the demons in there, and he got crazy at mastering the sword and his sword arts, and just showing the ability to learn is something that wasn't expected from the monsters. They're just brain dead monsters. They're not capable of learning. And all of a sudden they're evolving, they're learning, and there's a whole bunch of mystery and mystique and unexplained stuff.
That's what I'm really excited about in season 3, because you see the little previews is the whole dynamic that was built upon in seasons 1 and 2 is getting fucking flipped. Friends become enemies, enemies become friends. Shit looks like it's gonna get so real this season. I can't wait. Like I said, man, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's really good shit, man. David, I don't know. I wish Mike was here because Mike's the best hype man. Mike was like, that's my shit.
No, Roland, it sold to me when he said there's backstabbers. You know what I'm saying?
That was me.
That was you? Oh, you said backstab? I'm sorry that I'm giving credit to Mike like that. David, please, my sincere apology. Yo, when David said there were backstabbers, right? So you're in a dungeon with the crew, and one of these people is you share bread with, you slept with, you fought with, and they decide to stab you in the back. How can you not watch an anime with a good backstabbing? You know,
that's true, man.
It's like once he said that, I was like, yo, it's right there for me to watch on a Saturday just to catch up all 3 seasons. And it's only 3 seasons, right?
Yeah.
13
3
episodes
seasons.
each.
They're all about
Three
like
seasons,
13
yeah, 12,
apiece.
13.
Yeah.
I think I seen on Hulu. It was dubbed or something. Could be wrong.
Even better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah.
I think they might still have it, but I believe Netflix has at least season 1 dubbed as well.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, but dude, Monty, the naming that they're going with this season, the girl they gave her the nickname Weenie, and then the guy in episode 2 they introduced his name is Dix.
What?
So we go Weenie and Dix.
What? Oh,
But you know how they say it's Jinx.
I'm gonna have to find out the hard way, I guess. Before we close down, oh yeah, go ahead, Monty. My bad.
Oh no! I said the other thing that's really cool is you have these gods from all different backgrounds. So you've got like Loki from Norse mythology. You've got the gods of Greek mythology, gods from Eastern mythology, and all over. So it's all, which is really cool. So it's all the gods from all the
Pretty
cultures. Yeah, and they all kind of like coexist, but you know, some of them hate each other, some of them like each other.
Kind of like the whole, I don't know if you guys read the record of Ragnarok yet, but I know Scott and I think
JL was reading.
JL mentioned it as well as several, I think, earlier on this season, but it's like Battle Royale, and they got gods from all different regions of the world going against each other. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they brought that. Well, I guess this anime probably was technically first. I don't know what year the first season was, and Ragnarok started maybe a year or two ago. So.
All right. That's some sacrilegious shit I got to get into at some point, man. My mom's going to be, I can't let my mom know I'm reading that. That's the church thing.
Adam did what? Against God?
He said, run this fade, player.
Before we do the outro, guys, anybody saw the new season or the new reboot of Inuyasha real quick? You know, those who are...
You want the popsicle headache again?
Nah, I'm good. Because I know you. You saw
Last
the first.
week I was trying to summarize what was going on with people jumping back and forth between different worlds.
Yeah. You was.
My camera literally blurred out because of the popsicle headache that everybody was.
But
getting.
the audio picked you up nicely, though.
It was so hard to follow. But I mean, like I pretty much I watched episode 2 the other day, and like it's pretty much just like. So far, it's just like Inuyasha. Like, it still seems like they're trying to just be like, oh, you remember the show way back when? Like, yeah, it was good times, right? Yeah.
We were young and no internet access, so yeah.
Like, I mean, still, people, what they did, and I like some shows do this concept well, but the show will start off at a future point in the plot, and then they'll go backwards and work their way back to where it started. Mm-hmm. And like right now it's just like they're not doing a good job. It's like, what the hell is going on? What point in time are we at? Like who doesn't know who at this point? It's very convoluted.
Who the kids is that? All right, fair enough. Then we'll leave it like that because I don't want to ruin more than what we provided. Guys, you guys are my MVP, the dream team, the all-star, the A-team. You guys are really fun to talk with. to talk about anime, honestly. And for those who listen to us and be like, wait, this is it? Yeah, this is the show. Because we ain't going to feed you an hour all the time. Nah, sometimes we're just going to baby feed, slowly and surely.
Supply and demand.
David, come on.
This is like the equivalent of like, nah, we got food at home. That's what it sounds like to
Thanks.
Gift, man. You see this light? That's me a gift right there. I pay that. Sorry. Sorry, Christmas is right around the corner, and like I keep forgetting these things. Anywho, guys, this is the Shinobi Unfolding, man. You guys enjoy what we're listening? Cool, man. If you want to schedule, let me break it down for you, right? On Sundays, right? Around like 1 p.m. Eastern time. Google it and you're going to find all our recent episode on the spot. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're more of a visual learner, you know what I'm saying? You want to see our beautiful faces and see how we look and how we're expressing our emotion. Our video are posted on YouTube on Tuesday around 10:15 a.m. Eastern time. And, make sure you subscribe. Put your comment below. Let us know what words I said wrong, what anime character was pronounced terribly, what information was incorrect. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us know on the bottom, because, hey, we're here to learn as a community. You know what I'm saying? And as a community, we also want to let you know we're also on social media. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to break it down. Google got it. Tell Siri, what's her name again? Google, you know what I'm saying? On your phone, they'll let you know. And that's that. Guys, any last word before I say the quote of the night?
Ooh,
I know I put you on the spot.
I think you covered it. No, it's cool. I was gonna say, watch, as a runner trying to pick girls in a dungeon, get on that. And if you guys haven't already, play Ghost of Tsushima. It's taken over my life, and that's it. That's all I gotta say.
David,
I think that's a good note to leave it off on.
Okay, OMK. Likewise. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. A special shout out to our the producer of our intro and outro, Rat Castle. You're about to listen to the banger once again, and without me saying the quote of the night. And this guy is so wise, man. Oh my God. He said, "I may be dim, but it's always dark before the glorious sunset." And if you don't know who this man is,
Montey was hype.
I'm talking about Golden Boy, man. That mofo.
How educational.
Woo! How's my swimming? Golden Boy is definitely a good anime to watch. 6 episodes, I promise, is a good laugh for you guys.
Gotta study.
Anywho, guys, this is Shinobi Unfolding. We say sayonara. Peace. Good night.
Konnichiwa.